Today is Thursday, today is Thursday, 2nd Muharram, 1445, after the Hijrah of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, which is equivalent to 20th July 2023. I am Salam Tanud Al-Liman with the news and full. Condemnation has continued to trail the recent petrol price increase from 540 naira to 617 per litre. President, Nigerian Labour Congress Joe Ajero yesterday said that Nigerians were being deceived on the issues of petrol pricing. Ajero, who on live TV program, said the masses were being punished unnecessarily. The People's Democratic Party described the latest increase in petrol price as provocative and an invitation to crisis across the country. Debo Olugunaba, National Publicity Secretary of the PDP, in a statement, said the current price regime was an exhibition of extreme insensitivity and callousness towards Nigerians, alleging that the government wanted to extort the people who were already suffering. The Conference of Nigerian Political Parties, CNPP, said incessant hikes in petrol price was a pointer that the APC government has never been sincere with Nigerians on the subsidy issue. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has enjoined Nigerians to remain hopeful that prosperity shall come as they persevere to confront present challenges and the temporary pain being experienced. Tinubu, who facilitated Muslims on Islamic New Year, said he and his team were leaving no stone unturned in a bid to deliver on the promises made in spite of the present difficulties. National Chairman of the Hijra Organization of Nigeria, Professor Badmus Olarinwaju Yusuf, has called on President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to address inflation and the prices of food and other commodities in the country. Speaking during the 1445 after Hijra celebration held in Ilorin, Badmus said the situation had devastated the socio-economic welfare and development of the populace. Yusuf also used the occasion to call on Muslims to be conscious of Western conspiracy on the adulterated Quran and anti-Islam literature. In his message at the event, the National Commissioner of Ansar ul Islam Society of Nigeria, Sheikh Abdul Mumin Ayara, called on Tinubu to address the effect of the new fuel price increase on the masses of the country. He advised the government to use the Sambisa forest in Maiduguri, Borno State to cultivate agriculture in order to check insurgency. Stringent bail conditions granted to the popular Bauchi-based Islamic scholar and chief imam of Dus and Tenshi Jumat Mosque, Dr. Idris Abdulaziz, has stalled his release from correctional custody. The court resumed on Wednesday 30 days after remanding the imam in correctional custody for contempt of court. The defense counsel, Abubakar Sadiq, submitted that the court lacked powers to continue with the case following a statutory order by the High Court 7 in Bauchi, which directed the Upper Sharia Court to stay proceedings and transmitted the records of the case to it. After debating on issues to release the imam on bail by both parties, the presiding judge of Upper Sharia Court 1, Malam Hussein Turaki, granted him bail with 3 sureties: a district head, a PhD holder, and a renowned businessman in the Bauchi metropolis. Sawaba Radio reported that Abdulaziz was first remanded on 15th May 2023 in correctional custody for alleged public disturbance and inciting public unrest by a chief of magistrate court in Bauchi after his arraignment by the Bauchi State Police Commissioner Al-Hassan Aminu. The cleric spent 7 days in correctional custody despite being granted bail in the sum of 1 million naira and 3 credible sureties and the like sum, which include a district head, a serving permanent secretary with the Bauchi State government, and a renowned Islamic scholar in the state. Governors of the All Progressive Congress APC met behind closed doors on Wednesday evening to discuss the state of affairs of the party following the resignation of its national chairman, Senator Abdullahi Adamu, and national secretary, Senator Iola Omisore. The pair stepped down on Monday, paving the way for the emergence of the deputy national chairman, not Senator Abubakar Kyari, as the party's national chairman. In attendance at the meeting presided over by the chairman of the Progressive Governors Forum, Senator Hope Ozodinma, were governors Beodin Oyibanji Ekiti, Francis Nweforo Ebonyi, Umar Bago Niger, and Hyacinth Alia Benue. Others include other governors Obasani Kaduna, Babajide Sanwo-Olu Lagos, Mai Malabuni Yobe, Dikko Umar Katsina, and Nasir Idris Kebbi, as well as the acting governor of Ondo State, Lucky Eda Tiwa. Kyari succeeded Adamu as the party's chairman after a national working committee meeting in Abuja on Monday. Referring reporters after the National Working Committee meeting, Kyari formally announced the resignation of Adamu and Omeseri as the party's national chairman and the national secretary, respectively. The news is coming to you from the studios of Sawaba Radio. More is after this short break. Stay tuned. Welcome back. You're still into the services of Sawaba Radio 104.9 Hadija. Jigawa State Task Force on Petroleum Products has warned filling stations against tampering with their pumps and unnecessary price increase. The chairman, Colonel Muhammad Al-Hassan, retired, gave the warning during an inspection visit to some petrol stations in Dutse, the state capital. He said the committee has observed with dismay the attitude of some filling stations adjusting their pump to shortchange customers. Al-Hassan said the committee will not hesitate to take drastic measures against any filling station found to be tampering with its pump. He said the committee has identified some filling stations that are in the habit of readjusting their pumps. The committee chairman said the inspections exercise will be extended to all the nooks and crannies of the state. Subsistence farmers in Madobi community in Dutse local government, Jigawa State, have expressed mixed reactions following the state government's reduction of the price of fertilizers. On Monday, the governor, Namadi Umar, launched the sale of subsidized fertilizers by 38% to farmers and directed the Jigawa Agricultural Supply Company, JESCO, to ensure that it reaches the intended beneficiaries. The governor announced the purchase of 200 truckloads of fertilizer to farmers in the state. A farmer, Musa Ismail, on Tuesday, told newsmen that while the government's gesture was commendable, he feared that middlemen may sabotage the initiative. But Husseini Sule, another farmer in the same community, said even if the government subsidizes the price to the lowest amount, he cannot buy it because he does not have the means to. He said he has been using manure for farming. The National Youth Service Corps, NYSC members of NIDA Community Development Service Group, Hadija, has organized a career guidance conference for secondary school students on how to choose professional areas in their future life. The lecture was organized early today in the Assembly Hall of Fantai Unity School in Hadija, where students from different secondary schools in Hadija were invited to participate in the event. Core members of the group, who have gained bachelor's degrees in many fields of study, encourage the students on choosing ways to improve their lives and what they should study in the university. The group has printed and issued the available courses in Nigerian University to the students. Now to international scene. Ghana has launched an HIV self-testing program as part of effort to curb the spread of the virus in the country. The kit will make it possible for Ghanaians to check their status with more privacy. One of the available options, the oral HIV self-test, involves swapping the upper and lower gums with an oral swab. The stick is subsequently dipped in a test tube solution for 20 minutes. A negative result will show one line on the stick, while a reactive result will show 2 lines. Authorities, however, say a reactive result must be confirmed at a health facility. Ghana's AIDS Commission reports that there are more than 350,000 people living with HIV in the country. However, only 71% know their status. The introduction of HIV status kit has been welcomed by experts who describe it as a potential game changer in the scaling of HIV testing services in Ghana. The founder of Russia's private military company Wagner, Yevgeny Prigozhin, has told Africa Media TV that his mercenaries will continue working in African countries where they are present. He added that there was no and there will be no reduction in their programs in Africa. His remarks followed rumors about the possible withdrawal of Wagner mercenaries from Mali and the Central African Republic. The rumors began circulating after Mr. Prigozhin staged a short-lived mutiny in Russia on 24th June. rights group have accused Wagner's mercenaries of committing human rights abuses in Mali and Central African Republic. That has been the news, but before I go, a recap of the major stories. From the news warhead, condemnation continues to trail the recent petrol price increase. Jigawa state government warns filling station against tampering with pump. On the international scene, Ghana launches HIV self-testing program to curb the spread of the virus. That has been the news. On behalf of the news department, our editor Lukman Dairu, our continuity announcer Ali Masan Ibrahim. I am Salam to Aliman saying good afternoon.